I'm Captain Mal.
I'm your boy T Crawler. I'm Weapon 2.
And today we're going to bring you some breaking news. And by breaking, I mean happened about a week ago. So, at 2019 San Diego International Comic-Con, during a Hall H panel, Marvel just came out and announced their Phase 4 lineup. Phase 4 and beyond, some stuff that's probably going to be later than Phase 4. We didn't think we were going to get a whole lot of information. There was a lot of stuff that was up in the air as to, like, hey, after Endgame, what's going to come next? What is on the docket? Do we have, like, a Grandmaster plan? What are we building toward, etc., etc., etc.? Well, they threw out a lot of stuff to us. So, we are going to react to all of that. Our boy T. Crawler here has got a list of all the upcoming Marvel announcements, including the movies and the television series. And you're going to throw out in chronological order. You got it in chronological order? Chronological order. Everything that's coming out, and we're going to kind of react to everything briefly and give you our overall thoughts as to what's happening.
Sounds good.
Weapon 2, I'm very excited for our Marvel superfan to be here for this. And yeah, let's go.
Alright, so here it is, Marvel's Phase 4 schedule. May 1st, 2020, we have Black Widow.
Finally!
Nice!
Finally, though, she's getting her own movie.
Yes.
But now
Can't wait.
But she's dead, though. Spoilers.
This is supposed to take place after
Probably
Civil War.
prequel.
It's after Civil War.
After Civil
I
War.
was reading that it's going to take place after Civil War.
So what do we think?
I'm going to tell you.
But there's gonna be some
if she's
stuff.
dead,
There's
it
a
will
year
happen before she was dead.
Right.
I guarantee
Right,
that.
right.
Really? Is it?
Confirmed. Cool.
In movies, she can come back.
Right. So assuming this is a long time coming, I feel like she's earned the right to have her own movie a long time ago. Taskmaster is the one who's gonna be a villain, right?
Yes.
Who else is in this? Got announced. I think dude who played Hellboy, David Harbour, is in this, right?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Who is he?
What is the Soviet version of Captain America?
Red
something. Not
Red Dynamo?
Right, whatever, that guy. You know what we're talking about. He's that guy.
It's funny because he was fighting the Ruskies in Stranger Things, and now he's going to be.
Yeah, now he's a Rusky. He got converted. But anyway, I think long time coming. I'm actually very excited for this. I like her as Natasha Romanoff. I'm excited to see her character get her own movie. She said there's lots of awesome hand-to-hand combat and all this, so I'm excited for this. I think this is going to be really dope.
And they have a younger girl cast as Natasha also, so I know there's going to be some flashback. Probably gonna,
they said Budapest is going to be shown.
Yeah, I did read that, and I also read that it's not going to be the Budapest where her and Clint were in that they keep referring to.
Right.
It's going to be there. It is going to be some Budapest.
Because I don't need to know that. Like it's been talked about so much. I like having it in my head as something else. Okay. What else we got next?
So the next one is fall of 2020. Is the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Good. Awesome.
Yeah.
There's already been some art, not fan art, but actual pictures of Falcon in the Captain America, his Captain America suit.
Which I'll say in the comics, his suit looks dope.
Yeah,
like I actually
does,
like his suit as Captain America. Rumor I've been hearing circling around the internets is that the government's not going to want him to take up the mantle of Captain America. Whether or not that's going to happen in the show, who knows? But I feel like Sebastian Stan, is that his name, plays Winter Soldier, and Anthony Mackie have great chemistry, great on-screen chemistry, and I'm excited to see this show. I'm really excited to see this show. I think it'll be really awesome.
Yeah, I believe the villain in this is going to be Zemo.
Yeah, with the mask.
With the mask.
Yes.
Nice.
Actual Zemo.
Nice.
All right, so our next one, November 6, 2020, the Eternals movie.
Okay, so I'm glad you're here for this.
Look at this.
So, okay, I know a very little amount about the Eternals. I know as the Asgardians were worshipped by primitive humans as Norse gods, I believe the Eternals were that for Greek gods, right?
Yes.
Teach us, wise one. What's up with them? Why are they cool?
Here's the thing. You got Eternals around all different types of planets. Okay. So, I don't know if you guys remember the old Avenger comic books, Firefox. He was a guy in a red and white suit, and he had kind of like pointy hair. Red pointy hair.
Okay.
Thanos' brother. Okay. And those were the Eternals of Titan.
Okay.
And that was Thanos also the Eternals. I mean, basically what happened was
so the Eternals were a race of aliens, right? Superpowered,
No. What happened was they are the product of when the Celestials came and tried to play games with human beings, okay? And they created two kind of equally powerful races. One is the Deviants, that's what Thanos is, he's got a Deviant gene, and they have the Eternals, which look like normal humanoid people, but they're all very powerful, okay? They're godlike, they're super powered, somewhere in between gods and celestials or whatever. And so and one of the earth celestials, Icarus is one, and I think it's his son is the fabled Icarus that flew too close to the sun. I think there's a female character that I think is like Athena or something.
Right, so they are where primitive Earthlings base the Greek myths off.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So don't know how this is going to tie in or anything like that, but this, again, we're talking like this phase seems like it's going to be opening the door and going deeper into the cosmic level of Marvel things. Yeah. This is definitely that. Yeah. Right?
It's gonna bring in a whole bunch more of this cosmic celestial stuff, all that.
Angelina Jolie's been cast. Who else is in this? A lot of people have been cast. Somebody been cast. He's gonna play a watcher, kind of narrating these everything. So really cool, really deep cuts Marvel shit that I'm glad we have our Marvel encyclopedia here to actually tell us about. But I'm excited. I don't give a fuck that I don't know a whole lot about it. It's Marvel and I want to watch it.
At this point, Marvel's just like we can put out whatever and then
make some weird shit.
Let's chance it. Let's put out some weird stuff.
And I want to say, I'm not an encyclopedia. I have a horrible memory and I forget tons of stuff. I just love comic books and used to read a bunch of them.
You remember the important stuff.
All right, so next up on the schedule is February 12th, 2021, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Love it.
So we're gonna get our real Mandarin in this.
Yes.
Right? The real Mandarin. And it's gonna also, Favreau was really happy that he's gonna actually be able to fix the fact that the Mandarin that was in Iron Man 3 was like this fake guy, actor, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So he's actually excited about that. But the thing that was really cool that I was reading about is that it's gonna show even more how much they tie into all this stuff, because I can't remember what movie it was, but we've already seen this movie and there was a bunch of Asian gangsters selling something and they have a tattoo that's going to be prevalent to this movie. Like, it's, again, one of those little things that shows that they've got this whole thing all tied together. Yeah. Like, the way they plan this is so just...
So this movie's definitely going to interconnect the previous phases and show how everything, is a huge plan.
And I think, and I hope and I think that this is going to be basically what I hoped Iron Fist was going to be, with more of a... showing him more of a martial arts superior weapon rather than just some guy.
So Shang-Chi, that's how you say it?
Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
So it is an Asian character, and they cast an Asian actor, unlike Iron Fist. Right. And he's supposed to be a badass martial artist, right?
Yes.
And so this is their chance to, like you said, kind of do Iron Fist right. Like, so without actually doing Iron Fist.
But he has no superpowers.
He's just a badass martial artist.
He's just most top level martial artist.
And again, I don't know a whole lot about this. I know a little bit about the Mandarin and the Ten Rings. I don't know anything about this character though. Yeah. I'm excited to watch it though, because it's fucking Marvel. So I'm sure it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
Alright. But there are some things coming up soon that I'm very fucking excited for.
Next one, spring 2021 is WandaVision. It's a Disney Plus series.
This is one of them.
Yeah.
So, WandaVision.
So Falcon and Winter Soldier is one of them, and then we have WandaVision.
So I want to preface this by saying I love Elizabeth Olsen. I love this version of Scarlet Witch. I'm always mad when she doesn't get enough screen time. So I'm very, very excited for this. And so the question then is like, how is this going to take place? Because Vision's dead. Spoilers.
Right. And so he mentioned the guy that plays him,
Paul Bettany. Yep.
Bettany, right? He said, last I remember, Thanos killed me. He pulled the stone out of my head. So however they write me in, I'm sure it's going to be fantastic. I'm just excited to see how this happens, how this plays out. So
well, he's not human. He's a machine.
Right.
And so when we're talking about technology, if you get somebody who's smart enough to fix it, they can fix them.
I really feel like Suri could put them back together.
Well,
she'll take all the king's horses and all the king's men.
I just wanted to say one more thing about this. Is for me, those are two super powerful characters. Both of them are some of your top level power characters, and for them to both be in their own show is gonna be awesome.
Right. And characters that, like, before the movie started, like, not a whole lot of people knew about.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see them getting some screen time.
Yeah, and again, reading up on this, like, there's obviously fan speculation, and some of the fan speculation is that Shuri, is that how you say her name, right? Shuri?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
Black Panther's sister. Yeah. She, as she was working on Vision, that she saved basically like a program of his, like his personality or what they had or whatever, as she was doing the thing.
Well, they've kind of shown that, like, Jarvis and Ultron, their personality matrices or whatever the fuck can be saved and all that stuff. Very fun. This is, like, I'm very, very excited. This might be the Disney Plus series I'm most excited for.
I think so, too. Yeah. I think I am, too.
That one's it might change the date. Actually, it just says spring. So the next one up is May 7th, 2021. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Okay, so second of the movies, this is the movie that I'm second most looking forward to. Yes. I think this is going to tie in to WandaVision because, yes, makes total one badass title, amazing title, opens the door to a lot of possibilities. One thing that I was reading is about Scarlet Witch and her power levels and how she's kind of been showing inconsistent because like she wrecks Thanos basically, right, and Endgame, but then like other times she doesn't seem so powerful. But it's basically because she doesn't have training. She doesn't know the extent of her powers, how to utilize them, how to maximize them. But the fucking Sorcerer Supreme would be the perfect fucking teacher to teach her how to fucking control and use her magic like finesse like. So this team up is fucking amazing because both those actors are fantastic.
They said that she's going to be in this movie, and Doctor Strange is going to show her, either like train her on how to unleash like the full potential of her power or whatever. Because I mean, like I said, it's inconsistent, and she does different things, and you see some of her power throughout these movies. I mean, in Civil War, she like, who was it that she like just went through all the freaking. Like she put down into Vision.
She knocked her.
And then you have, she lifted the cars on top of Tony, all that stuff. But then in Infinity War, she like destroyed those.
But it's not even the physical shit. It's the shit that she could do manipulating reality.
She can manipulate reality. That's right.
So that's the shit that I think they're gonna tap into here. What do you think, Weapon 2?
Who's supposed to be the villain in this?
Who cares?
I don't know. This is Marvel's first attempt at going like horror movie stylish.
Yeah, they said it's gonna be the first horror.
I like that. Nightmare? Okay.
Nightmare's gonna be the villain.
Okay. That's cool.
This sounds fucking dope, and I'm very excited.
Alright.
So here we go. Here's another series for Disney Plus. Spring of 2021, Loki.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
put Tom Hiddleston and everything.
Hiddleston mentioned that he mentioned to the crowd, he's like, look, he says, those of you who have seen Endgame, when Loki picks up the Tesseract, at that point where he vanishes, this is the Loki we're gonna get in this series. That's the Loki. Because people are like, which Loki are we gonna get?
So negate all the character development, negate him coming to terms and loving Thor and all that. Yeah. So we're gonna get Mischief Loki.
Yeah.
And when that happened, when that scene took place in Endgame, immediately I was like, that's brilliant because you're not like retconning him dying, but this is how we get more Loki, right? Brilliant. I like it. Tom Hiddleston is talking about perfect casting for a character. I don't give a shit. I don't need to know what happens. So I'm gonna watch it. Right? Like, yes. Awesome.
Okay. All right. Next one is summer of 2021 is What If.
Oh, now.
What If.
Yes.
So this is going to be
explain to the kids what is What If? What does this mean? What is the concept?
What If was created because they wanted to start coming up with some stories that weren't going to affect storylines or become part of a canon or affect any other things that they're going to do. They could just say, what if this thing happened? This is a different person who got superpowers. This person didn't get superpowers. These people teamed up. This person was a bad guy instead of a good guy. They can just come up with the most outlandish, crazy story they want to tell and tell it.
So if you're not comic book savvy, canon means your main continuity, your main universe, your main thing where your stories actually happen.
Something that stays as a historical record.
Right. So when somebody throws a term out non-canon, that's basically an alternate reality story, an Elseworld story, a what-if story. And this is What If was Marvel's term for these types of stories.
Kevin Feige made it a point to let people know that this is not a way that they're going to introduce the new acquired IP from Fox. No introduction to mutants here, no introduction to the Fantastic Four. Everything that the what if scenarios are going to be are based on the MCU and what we've already seen.
Which is brilliant.
So it's going to be narrated by a watcher. I don't remember the watcher's name, but he watches Earth from the moon.
Yeah, I can't remember so either.
But and don't they have most of the voice actors most of the actors who played their characters in the MCU are going to come back to voice act on it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So my big make or break then is the animation style, because that can actually make or break a movie. We've talked about this previously. For you specifically, that's hard as an artist. But we're all very excited.
I haven't sat down and read a What If, but it's always something completely original, completely fresh. So you wouldn't have expected it, and just cool. And it's all seen through the eyes of the watchers because they see a trillion realities.
And I feel like you hit the nail on the head. This is a brilliant way to tell a story that will feel original, but feel familiar and different simultaneously. So it's brilliant. It's going to be great.
Okay, so our next one is fall of 2021. We have Hawkeye.
Sure.
Yeah.
So Hawkeye is going to be training
his daughter?
No, not his daughter. It's not going to be his daughter. It's Kate Cassidy.
Bishop.
Kate Bishop. Sorry, Kate Bishop. Yes, you're right. He's training Kate Bishop to basically eventually come up and take the mantle of Hawkeye. And they are going to have in this. What we're told is that they're going to have his days as Ronin in here too. So
nice.
You're going to get some Ronin stuff going here.
Awesome.
November 5th, 2021. This is a big one. Everybody's talking about Thor 4, Love and Thunder. So I can't wait.
So excited.
Mighty Thor.
The thing I'm most excited for.
Mighty Thor.
Yeah.
Can't
Jane Foster
as fucking Thor.
Yeah. It's gonna be awesome. This is gonna be. You know what? In my imagination,
metal.
In my imagination, this is what I see. Oh my god! I hope this happens. But it's like Beta Ray Bill gets.
Don't tease me. Don't tease me with Beta Ray Bill.
Gets introduced in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and then come in Thor 4. We have more than just Odin's son and Jane Foster. We might have them too.
You're getting greedy.
Oh my god, that would be so awesome!
He's getting greedy. We're not getting Beta Ray Bill. It's not gonna happen yet. Not yet.
Just saying that so you don't get your hopes.
I don't want to. I really like Beta Ray Bill. But here's the thing. What we know we are getting is Natalie Portman returning as Jane Foster, which is great, and she's gonna take up the mantle as Thor.
Yes.
And adapt my Thor. Now, this is something that even 2 years ago I would have said never freaking happen. Would never happen. One, I don't think Natalie Portman would ever come back. Two, I don't think they would ever adapt the storyline. I don't think they would ever do a female Thor. And when this got announced, I was beyond excited.
Yeah.
Just the title, Thor, Love and Thunder, fucking metal.
Yeah.
The logo is just awesome.
Yeah.
Playing off the Ragnarok awesomeness and metal feel. 80s vibe. Also, man, I didn't lose my train of thought. Motherfucker, go ahead.
There's a lot of talk about the title Love and Thunder, like it's an old porn from the 80s or something, like in the way that art looked like. But
yeah, because it's metal, like Ragnarok.
It's just joking. But my thing is, I kind of think I feel differently about it than these guys. I think it's gonna be awesome, and the storylines that they're talking about would be freaking fantastic. But I think only because I think it's too soon. I think they should have had another Thor movie. And then brought her in maybe the next one. Only because Jane Foster, Natalie Portman has been so distant from the Thor movies and stuff. I mean, we saw her in Endgame, but that was...
But you know why though, right? It was why she's been distant, why she pulled out of the franchise and all that. It was creative differences. So the original director that was coming on to direct Thor: The Dark World was one of the guys. He was a different director that ended up doing it. She was a big fan of him. I believe she was a friend of his, and she really liked the script and all that was going on. When he fell out of the project, and then they brought on the guy who did it, she didn't like what they were doing with the character, she didn't like all that. So she had a falling out over that movie specifically, and that's why she's been gone. So Taika Waititi's pretty much what talked her back into this and pitched this idea to her. And so all this, so that's what got her re-energized and to come back as a franchise. My only thing that I'm a little upset about is I don't want Hemsworth to leave and not be Thor anymore.
So
is this directed at me or him?
No, me. It's been clear at me the whole time.
So Thor is the only character who's had 4 standalone movies now, and you're still telling me, oh, they're rushing into this. They need to wait till the 5th.
They got 4.
This is 4. This is 4.
Yeah.
Nobody else has had 4 movies.
Fine.
But you still, did you hear what you said? I think they rushed into this. They should have waited till 5.
They should have, because she's been so distant to it. Like, where's Jane Bishop?
No other character has had 4 movies, and now you're saying, oh, you're assuming Thor's going to have 5. Let's just enjoy this for one of them.
No other character had 3 movies.
Hey, guys, it's okay. He's wrong. He knows he's wrong.
Okay, all right.
I'm kidding. No,
Hold me back!
I'm trying to play both sides here.
Okay. He's wrong. Regardless, we're all talking. We're all excited. This is gonna be awesome.
Very excited.
As a fan of Josh Whedon and Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I love strong female characters. So I'm very excited for Natalie Portman's Thor and all that. I would love Hemsworth to stay around forever though and do more movies. It would still be too soon for him to leave, right?
Yeah. So the other one that was a surprise to everybody, and it was that Marvel Studios announced a new Blade.
That cool. Came out of freaking nowhere.
And this is starring Mahershala Ali, who
and I like that. He's a good actor.
I love him in Luke Cage season 1. He played a great villain. We mentioned this in Jessica Jones season 3 review. Check that out on YouTube. Cottonmouth, a guy with no powers, but he was just one of those formidable villains that, it gave the hero something to think about. He can just go in there and just tear him apart and take him out real easy. but he played a great Cottonmouth, and he's played in quite a few other movies.
Yeah, well, he's
great
doing a lot of
actor.
stuff.
Yeah, great actor. I'm really excited. And Wesley Snipes actually put out a Twitter to Mahershala Ali, and saying that, you know what, hey, basically congratulations, basically telling all the Marvel fans, hold on, calm down. I'm fine with this. Congratulations.
Because he was lobbying, he still wanted to be.
So I'm not quoting it, but that's basically what he was saying.
So my take on this, completely didn't see it coming, completely out of left field. Excited though, as I like Blade. But I do have a very strong connection towards the original Blade trilogy, specifically 1 and 2. I love 1 and 2, 3, but one really is a classic, right? I love 1. And 1, by the way, still holds up. Go back, you can watch that now and it's still a good movie.
People think about it, like, you really think about it, Blade was like the first successful Marvel movie, right?
Kinda, yeah, it really was.
It is a Marvel character.
Yeah.
I mean, he was, I think he was under New Line Cinema, but he was still a Marvel character.
Yeah, there wasn't a big successful. So I have a big allegiance to that, and I love Wesley Snipes as the character, but you're right, this dude he's gonna be great. I have zero doubt in my mind he's gonna be amazing. My other hiccup is, this better be rated R. This better be rated R. Marvel, you said you're going to keep Deadpool rated R, this should be rated R. So that's my only thing. Other than that, excited.
Also, not really a show or anything, but Kevin did mention that Fantastic Four is under development. Did not mention a date, he said, he did mention that mutants are going to be kind of put on the shelf for a while. I think they need to be, like, kind of, hey, people need to cool down from the whole mutant thing, X-Men, but Fantastic Four is under development, is what he said.
Which again, we knew that would happen eventually. It's cool just to hear it. Mutants had a release date.
I'm talking about. I'm talking about Fantastic Four. They put out a year. It's slated to come. Whatever movie. Yeah, I can't remember what year it was.
Maybe if we find it, we can put it in here. But
yeah, I'll put it here.
But if we find anything. But he did. I mean, that's one of his things. Marvel's first family. He really wants to get it right.
They need to get it. Yes.
They didn't get done justice. I mean,
never.
And I honestly don't think Dr. Doom would be in this one, which is fine. Save him for something. There's other villains that they could do whatever.
But Dr. Doom, like we've talked about on a previous episode of the podcast that you could check out, he is an Avengers level threat. He could be a phase building threat.
Yeah.
So he doesn't need to be the villain of the first.
And they need to pace themselves. Don't rush straight into Dr. Doom. Don't rush straight into Victor Von Doom.
Hey, this is a DC, so calm down.
Why you gotta go there, man? Why you gotta do that?
We're all thinking.
You don't gotta do that. You don't gotta do that. But anyway, so we knew Fantastic Four was coming, but it's cool to actually hear it. It's cool to know that it's coming. So that was pretty much everything that was announced at San Diego International Comic-Con regarding Marvel's new lineup in Phase 4. A lot of shit we're all really excited about. Any closing thoughts, Carla?
No, I'm just excited for this new phase coming up, and I can't wait.
Welcome to.
Can't wait to see it. I'm getting Disney Plus. I'm getting all this stuff, man. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see you guys hit that like and subscribe button if you've enjoyed this video.
Crush that
button. Help us get to 200 subscribers. And as always, thank you for watching this episode of the world's greatest news and reviews. Be sure to like and subscribe.
Peace.